Hey there. Have you been practicing learning English for several years? Do you ever feel discouraged? Or do you ever think, I thought I would be further along by now? I don't think I speak English very well at all. It's easy to get discouraged. This happens to me every Tuesday morning when I go to volunteer at a certain place. I have to fight the dragon of discouragement and despair about my Spanish. I'll tell you why.
English Without Fear, where you can learn to speak English naturally through listening to stories.
Okay, so what happens to me on Tuesday mornings that leaves me so discouraged about my Spanish? On Tuesday mornings, I volunteer at a Christian center where I translate what's going on at a pregnant woman's ultrasound appointment. That's where, through technology, you can see the baby growing inside. These are Spanish-speaking women in our community. So I translate what is going on, what the nurse is saying, and then afterwards I meet with them privately, the woman and the father of the baby, and we talk about resources, what our center offers for free, and then I talk about Jesus because we're a Christian center and he's wonderful. I get really nervous because I want to communicate clearly, and I guess I'm feeling stress and my brain shuts down. Do you ever feel that way when you have to go to the courthouse for an appointment, or you have to go to the doctor's office and you're talking with a professional using your English? I think you know what I mean. When I come home, I say to my husband, "Oh, my Spanish was terrible. I feel like I couldn't speak at all." And you know, if you've been listening to me, that I've been working on Spanish for 5.5 years. Well, something happened a couple days after last Tuesday's episode or appointments. I decided I'm going to stop saying negative things about my Spanish. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing. Let's pick up our swords and kill all the discouragement, that dragon of discouragement. We oftentimes we say out loud negative things about our abilities, whether it's your English and my Spanish or something else. Maybe you say, "Oh, I'm not a good dad," or "I'm not very good at my job." We need to watch what we say, because negative statements go into our brain, things that we say. We can't help what other people say. So I have 2 tips for you to slay or kill the discouragement dragon. Number 1, stop negative talk about yourself. Just stop it. Ask somebody you live with to help you, because it's a bad habit. And habits, we don't notice. We are unaware of them. I have asked Mike to catch me, to point out when I'm saying something negative about my language abilities. Number 2, I think we have to be realistic. It takes a long time to become proficient, to feel comfortable with the language, to not stress out when we have to use it. Let's face it. What does that mean? Let's face it. Let's come face to face with reality. You can't learn a language quickly. A year would be really rapid, but in reality, it depends on how much time you and I have every day to work on our second language or third. It depends on our desire. Why do you want to learn English? Why do you want to master English? Or do you? I think you do, or you wouldn't be watching this video. It might help you to write out your reasons for learning English. I know why I want to learn Spanish. I want to help the Spanish-speaking community in Huntsville. That's important to me. I have a heart for people who immigrate here or migrate here or work here and don't speak English and don't understand our American system. That is scary. That's my reason. So what's your reason? Maybe you don't know. Maybe somebody said, you gotta learn English. You gotta. That's short for you have got to. You have got to learn English. Maybe somebody told you that you must learn English for your job, or I don't know. But you know your reasons. And if you don't have a very strong reason, either stop learning English or find a good reason. We do best when we are motivated by our own desire to do something. Don't you think? So join me. Let's fight together the dragon of discouragement. And let's stop saying something negative about our language abilities. As they say in practically every country, it is what it is. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I'm Maria from English Without Fear. Talk to you next time.